Wednesday, it's a sports afternoon. Somebody explained to me the science that says I would not see my sun if it turned on from off for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Somebody explained to me that science. I said this, was it a year ago? And ended up with Simon Dan, didn't I? See myself. Most views I've had, over 100,000 I think it is. And I was roasted by Simon Dan and by others. But you guys never gave me a logical answer for why the sun is directly behind the moon during a solar eclipse, did you? Everybody tried, everybody told me I was delusional, but I'm not. The sun and all of the stars radiate absolute light. There is no delay. What we have down here, don't need a solar eclipse, do we, at this stage? Finite light, Mickey Mouse photons traveling at 299,792 kilometers per second from the sun. That's how long they take to get here. And then those photons bounce off of the grass, hit the old retinas, and it is that your science is telling you that's photons, bang, bang, then they get processed with the rods and cones, and a little printout comes out. Green. Rubbish. The grass is green. We see everything, all the colours around us. We see those colours and those items, those things, exactly where they are on the ground. We do not wait for any photons to strike our retinas because light is absolute. There is no delay. Your eyesight, there is no distance too far for your eyesight if there is a light source in the night sky, powerful enough to be detected. Any light source that you are seeing in that night sky, the reason you are seeing it is because it is powerful enough to radiate to here from where it is. There is no delay. If you cannot, Proxima Centauri, if you cannot see a star because you're out of range, it's not powerful enough, that's it. Its light is not going to travel indefinitely as your science suggests to you, right? What we have here is a white stick. White. It's a white stick stuck into the ground, going through green grass, but it's on the ground. You're saying it takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds for photons to arrive from the sun and hit the grass, which we then see. If that is the case, I've done it with all the strings and the measures and the angles. What we have here is a shadow. That shadow, what you're saying, that shadow is being cast by Mickey Mouse photons that have been traveling for 8 minutes and 20 seconds, right? And they're hitting this and we get the shadow. So what you're saying is this shadow is being created by photons that have been traveling for 8 minutes and 20 seconds, because that's how long it takes to travel from the sun at the speed of light. 1,390,000 kilometers, right? The sun in diameter. The speed of light, 299,792 k's per second. If we divide the sun's diameter by the speed of light, we get 4.6. That means that that sun that you're looking at in the sky that sun right up there takes, as you are looking at it right now, it would take the diameter of that sun is to about there, right? Give or take. You're saying, your science is saying that this sun is doing this. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4.6 seconds. That is how long. That is how long. Look at it. This is, you're looking at the sun. It is taking that sun 4.6 seconds to radiate its light to there. It's a fact. You're looking at the sun. It takes 4.6 seconds for the sun to radiate its light the distance of its diameter. It obviously doesn't, guys. You haven't thought about this properly. If there is a delay, and there are indeed Mickey Mouse photons, massless, invisible packets of massless, invisible photons. They take 8 minutes and 20 seconds to arrive from that sun, which then casts this shadow, this stick, white stick. Why is the sun right now directly behind this stick up in the sky? Why is that sun directly behind that stick? The shadow, it's like the sweet spot on planet Earth. Shadow. Oh, hang on, I zoomed in, didn't I? Oh, well remembered. There's nothing worse than doing that and forgetting and doing freaking half an hour. It does happen, you know. Right, let's do that again. If there are photons traveling at 299,792 kilometers per second, and they're traveling from that star, and it's taken them that long to get here, 8 minutes and 20, bang! By the time they get here, 8 minutes and 20 seconds later, planet Earth spun 2.08 degrees anti-clockwise on its axis. It's a fact. This is your science, right? If Earth did turn, why is it that the photons casting this shadow are still lined up with the sun, as if the sun is mysteriously, like it's absolute light, like it's just boom, instant? And that is why the shadow photons, guys, I did a couple of times, I've said, somebody give me a logical explanation. Explain to me how finite light works with a solar eclipse. Explain it to me properly. If the photons leave the sun and take 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach the moon, which then casts its shadow, how? How is it possible? Here's the sun, Earth's over there, the photons are going, boom! Earth is spinning on its axis. Doot, 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 doot. By the time these photons arrive, bang! They've been traveling for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. That means the sun has moved out of the way because Earth was turning when these photons left. You cannot, you will not have your cake and eat it too. There is no logical explanation. Listen, I have asked astrophysicists, scientists, you guys know, you've seen me send the hashtags, the the ats. No answer. You know why? Because there is no logical answer for why this shadow is lined up perfectly with the light source. The only explanation there is the sun radiates absolute light. Roman never saw a delay with a telescope. He couldn't have. He's using a telescope. How is he gonna detect a light delay, even if there were one, right? You're being hustled. I think it's obvious, right? So what are we going to do about it? It's right here. These things cannot be lined up the way they are. If light is finite, it's a paradox. It's a paradox. So, age of the universe, the Big Bang Theory, the pesky black hole science, gravitational waves, radio communications to and from, ingenuity on Mars when it was flying. It will probably fly again. You know what they're like. It will get an update, won't it? Like the Voyagers. No. I guarantee you, I bet you anything that radio waves will turn out to be the same as light. If you're out of range, you don't pick up the signal. If you're out of range, it wouldn't matter if you put your radio on and somebody had sent a radio transmission 10 minutes earlier, but they were sending it to, they knew that you were out of range, but they sent it anyway. Oh, he'll pick this up in 10 minutes. Speed of light. It does not work like that. Same with light. If you're out of range of a light source, you don't ever see it. It's like it's not going to travel towards you. The lies are obvious, but people, you need to be objective, and you cannot be objective. The reason that this shadow on this board lying on green grass. Hola. How are you going? I'm nearly finished. Okay. The reason this shadow is in line with the stick that's casting it and the light source, the reason they are 100% bang on target is because there is no delay in the light reaching us from the sun. It is absolute light. The sun turned off now, boom! Dark and cold, like that. And if it turned back on, bang! Lit up and warm again, just like this. Today, not man-made climate change. Today it's okay. A few more degrees though, and we are right into the man-made climate change absurdity. I like that stick. Nothing more to say. I was going to do a rainbow, but after that, I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can now, I can see it. So, Einstein. He procures a prism, not Einstein, Newton. Procures a prism and makes a hole in the door of his, what was it? Not accommodation, his quarters or something, and observed that all of the colours were coming out of this perfectly cut prism from the 1600s. I don't think so. And said, the white light, the sun, it contains all of the colours. It contains all of the colours. And what happens is, depending on the wavelength, because it was Huygens in 1676, same year as Römer, or give or take a year, the wave theory of light, 200 years before electricity, another absurdity. This right here, has it really been thought about? So Newton reckons that the reason you're seeing those colours is because the sun, the white light, contains all of the colours, and when it hits something, depending what it hits, depending on the wavelength of it bouncing off or something, depends on which colour you see. Absolute horseradish. This, I mean, I can't prove it, can I? But everything is illogical. One thing's for sure, the sun's light is absolute. That means there is no delay in the sun hitting that grass. It's live. Our eyesight is absolute. We look up at the sun. We haven't waited a second for any photons to arrive here at us. First of all, it's absolute light. Second of all, we're seeing that star exactly where it is. Like we're seeing those clouds exactly where they are. Like if it was at night, right now, bang, we'd see the stars exactly where they are. Oh, I don't know where it is. Yeah, it's in there somewhere, mate. Sorry about that. Okay? We do not wait for Mickey Mouse photons to arrive. We see things where they are. We're seeing green grass right now. Blue esky. Some bird. Different colours. Yellow ball. There are no photons. It's absolute light. It's intensity. Look. What you're seeing right there. It takes 4.6 seconds for that star to radiate the distance of this screen. If you're seeing it like I am, I've got the sun on the left. It's taking literally 4.6 seconds for the sun's light to reach the other side of the phone. It's a fact. It's to scale. Look, one diameter. Sun diameter. That's how long it's taking it. Don't you get how silly this is? All right, folks. Look, you've had some sport, some proper science, some truth, some logic, and some common sense. What you do with it, just remember one thing. These are the facts, and they're right in front of your face. You can do it yourself and go, hang on, the sun is right there. That can't be. Try it. That's the only way you'll work it out properly. It's not about believing what I say. This is easy to do. You do it yourself. And then once you've sussed this one out, you'll know that Roma is a load of BS. People spinning mirrors. Spinning mirrors and working out what? 299,000. But the actual pillar stone of the speed of light was Roma. That's what they say. He is the actual foundation of it. But telescope, delay, nah. All right, folks. I will probably be back tonight with some more riveting science. Let's go for a swim. All right, folks, laters.